Good morning. We're about to get started, so thank you for coming. My name's Terry, and thank you for being here. Hope you have a bolster and any other support you need, maybe a blanket or blocks or something else to support your practice. But thank you for being here.
Okay. So thank you for coming out. My name is Terry, for those of you who haven't met me. Happy New Year to everyone. This is like my first time back since about Christmas, and my holiday officially ended at 10 o'clock, so like a half hour ago, as I got my son out the door and on his way. I know, so it's like a tornado comes into your life, you know, for those of you who haven't watched, like this tornado comes into your life, back, you know, into the home, and then poof, he's gone, right? What just happened? So after this, I probably will be going home and just laying on my floor. But it's a very good tornado, right? It's a very good tornado. So he just left, so, you know, wish him well. And you know, if I get the text that he arrived at his destination, I'll let you all know. How old is he? 20. Yeah, he's a young adult. Yeah. He's on his way back to school.
Where does he go?
In Harrisburg. Widener in Harrisburg. He's in law school. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we have another year and a half before we get him through. You know, as a parent, that's like a big whoosh. Right. So anyway, Happy New Year to everyone. It's so good to be back and start to get settled back into a routine, as much as I hate to see the holidays end. It's okay. We're ready to move forward, right? Does anyone have any special requests for today's class?
We just stretch everything.
Right, yeah, that's why we're here, right? Stretch body, mind, and spirit. So as I was getting ready to fly down here, I was trying to put earrings in. I have no idea why. And you know, but anyway, I put my earring in and fumbled it, right? And so I kind of caught it. And I was like, you know, I'm like, oh God, I'm losing my earring, and I'm like all tightened up, and I caught it. And eventually I realized, in order to find that earring, I had to let it go, right? I had to let go and let it fall to the floor so I could find that earring. And so, you know, I throw that out there to you as we move into this practice, that how much are we clinging to, and at what point, and what do we need to let go in order to find and to discover and to move forward. And, you know, so as you move into these shapes, into these poses, you know, just trying to do an inventory. You know, where am I clinging? Is it the tension in my body, or is it me holding on to the tension? You know, what can you discover as you drop your earring? Life is full of wisdom, isn't it? So we're going to just start seated. I'm going to offer you 2 different pranayama practices this morning. We've done balance breath. We breathe in one nostril and out like that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to breathe in only through the right nostril. We're going to activate the right side, the right energetic side, and that's an awakening, kind of an energizing breath. So if for some reason we're doing these breath practices and it makes you feel uncomfortable, it's okay to stop the breath and just breathe in and out naturally. But we'll be doing an awakening, energizing breath in the beginning, and then at the end I'll guide you through the opposite. So we're going to balance our breath, but in kind of a different way than we've done in the past. I feel like it's stuffy in here. Do you feel that? Do you want me to open a window? What? Yeah, would you mind? Yeah, I just feel like it's stuffy in here. Like I said, it feels like they had a banging practice. So I'm very sorry about this. Yes, indeed. So comfortable in your seat as much as possible, but not too comfortable, because we want you to be awake and open to the experience. Settle the hands onto the knees. Shift around in your seat so that you can become aware of your sit bones and their connection to the earth beneath you. Then close down the eyes or gaze over the bridge of your nose and allow the natural sway of your body, which will be very, barely visible or noticeable. And allow that natural, subtle movement to settle you almost like a bobblehead doll coming to stillness. Because again, it's kind of letting go to find our way. Do you feel that subtle sway? Allow yourself to experience your own body weight. Remembering that it's through this physical body that we experience life. And let the ground beneath you fully receive that weight with trust and confidence and surrender. As if you're being held. Uplifted, supported. As the weight of your hands feel on your body. And let the experience of the weight of your hands ground you in this moment. Begin to become aware of breath, precious breath, sliding into and out of the body, and without our effort or control, beginning to establish a rhythm uniquely yours. You sit a little taller, allowing the body to receive this breath without slumping and constricting its path. Maybe you observe the in-breath fully. Let's just focus on the in-breath and notice. What does the air feel like as it moves into the nostrils? And where does it go? Where does it reach? How is it being received? When you reach the peak of your in-breath, what happens? Did you allow that breath, the in-breath, to be complete? Or is there a little bit more available to you, not by force, but just simply by letting go? In that moment of receiving the breath, acknowledging its divinity, its mystery, its preciousness, its gift. Body. When we shift our awareness to the out-breath, how does the air feel as it exits the nostrils? What is the difference? After that breath has been transformed and we release it from the body, how does that feel? What changes? How does the body respond? Is it hesitant to release that breath? That's my son, he forgot. As much as I love the air, the noise. Let's return to the out-breath, sorry. At the end of the out-breath, how does it feel to really let go of that breath? I always feel that's such a precious moment in the release of the out-breath. This hesitancy to fully let go. Are we guaranteed the next breath? It takes faith, it takes trust. And in that empty space after we release the out-breath, what happens? How big, how vast, how expansive is that moment of nothingness. And are we willing and curious to fully inhabit it? Next few breaths. Focus on the space at the end of the out breath and how you're inhabiting it. And then slowly turn the palms upward, resting the backs of the hands on the knees, allowing a more open expression across the chest or heart. Anahata chakra. And follow your breath in, the receiving of that breath, the breath out, and the releasing of that breath. Inhale, receive, exhale, release. Inhale, receive, exhale, release. Prayer hands to the heart space, slowly change the chest. May this practice be blessed. May we learn, may we discover, may we recognize that which we are clinging to, that which gets in the way of our self-discovery and moving forward as we step into this blessed new year. May this practice allow our own personal intentions to emerge from the depths of our hearts and souls, so wise and true. Downward cupping them in our laps, letting the eyes flutter open as we release our opening meditation. We'll take your right hand and its pinky fingers, folding our fingers down. We'll extend thumb and ring finger. And then you'll turn the right hand towards your face. We'll be using the thumb to occlude, the ring finger to occlude the left nostril. We'll be breathing in only through the right side, changing the hand, blocking the right nostril, and breathing out only through the left side. Switching the hand, breathing in through the right, out through the left. Simple, right? So let your breath empty. Inhale through the right nostril. And in that moment of receiving, change the hand and exhale through the left. All the way to the thumb. Switch the hand and inhale only through the right. Exhale through the left. And let it go on your own, inhaling only through the right, exhaling only through the left. Just so that you can honor your own breath cycle and its shape, its depth. Inhaling only through the right, exhaling only through the left. And you move through 3 more complete cycles, and when you're complete, just rest the backs of your hands on your knees and breathe evenly through both nostrils. And that's what we'll need. And just notice. Notice energetically. Everything's settled. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. And let it go. So we'll be coming off of our seat, taking our first moon shape, a wide knee child's pose with a twist. So first come onto all fours so we can move into this reverent. Use a bolster to receive you if needed. Come onto all fours and take an inventory. Do you need a little cat and cow just to loosen up the spine a little bit? And as we enter this child's pose, you're going to take the knees out to the width of the mat. Bring your toe mounds together and ease the hips back, 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 back until they settle into that space. If your head doesn't naturally leave the surface, you can support it with a bolster. A old blanket, or you can stack one hand on top of the other. You want your third eye to touch the surface. That's right. And we're settling into our central child's pose just for a moment. We're going to take about 3 deep breaths there before we enter a twist. See how that feels. Check in. And then we'll be leading our right hand underneath our left armpit. You're going to reach it under, thread it under, and this time your right ear will come to the block or mat or support. So I want you to, your initial weave through, I want you to lift away from it and weave through a little further, remembering that this is yin, and we want to feel these shapes. Right? You want to feel the stretch. So you might go a little further up to the side. Typically would. Let your right ear rest. Ear to the earth. Good. The first moments in the shape are very physical, right? Honor the physical. As long as it needs to be honored. Let your attention turn toward what shows up as sensation. You have to shift the pose. Move deeper into that sensation. You want to feel this. And notice your reaction to the sensation. Do you come into it with expectation? Are you demanding something from this practice? Or can you fully surrender to the experience, being willing to receive its gift, which may be very unexpected? Is your left armpit tense? Your left shoulder tense? Can you drop it, ease it, so that it starts to fall downward? Can you turn your right palm upward to face the ceiling and give fully the weight of that right hand to the ground, letting it rest and appreciating the natural curl of your fingers as they will when they rest. Maybe the right shoulder is beckoning to give a little, to ease a little, to give up its effort. And the hips are becoming heavier, falling deeper into their saddle. Because we trust. It may not be like a switch. We open the window, we open the door. And we look towards faith. We feel it's a precious shape, one that brings our ear to the earth, reminding us that listening in this noisy, noisy world, but listening to the rhythms of nature. Such a precious gift. Those rhythms are here, are within us. May we be fully present to them and discern their wisdom. How's your breath? You discern 4 parts of your breath cycle. In breath, out breath, and the spaces between. And what part of that breath cycle is drawing you in, or asking you to linger? Drop the earring. Here for just a few breaths. Rest on the floor. Okay. And for these last few breaths, if you'd like to take your extended arm and kind of wrap it around your low back, reach around. Yeah. You can even turn the chest out to the window side a little bit if you want, just for an additional stretch. Just for these next few breaths before we exit the pose. That option may not feel right for you today, and that's okay. Just 2 more breaths. And bring that hand back around, and I want you to ground. Before you leave this shape, ground. Go down before you go up. Right? Yeah. Leave ever so slowly. You've been there a long time. And return to all fours, but take your time. Take your time. When you come into all fours, I want you to kind of be very intuitive and do what you need to do, whether it's cat-cow, whether you want to go into a soft down dog, whether you want to reach the legs behind you and stretch up the calves. I want you to be very organic and intuitive in that release, because only you can inhabit your body. Right? Beautiful options. We're going to take that same shape on the opposite side. So the knees will go wide and ready. Explore how it feels to be in your center, and if you're okay with that, move right into a twist, leaving the left arm underneath. And then lifting away and going further into the twist. Slide deeper into it. Go across. Go further across than you expect to go. That's it. I want you to feel this. Yin is a practice of feel. It's very different from other sport practice. Yes. need to feel to heal. That being said, we never practiced pain. So it's about finding balance. To physically inhabit the pose. And be very honest with yourself in allowing complete surrender to the pose. Where do you need to give ease? How much effort can you give up yet still maintain shape? Where are you overworking the pose? The pose is the teacher. The pose is the teacher. What part of you is hovering above the ground that can be supported by the ground beneath you? Maybe it's your hand. Maybe it's your hand. Maybe you need to slide something underneath and that's it. Is the face resisting the pose? The jaw? Eyes? How are the shoulders? Are you working the shoulders? How can you ease the shoulders? That's it. Let the breath communicate with the body. When the in-breath is received, where's the body being beckoned? When the out-breath is released, how is the body being invited? The breath and the body dance. There's no separation. It's just this beautiful dance. Illuminating inner listening. The voice of the soul. We can surrender, trust the shape. Option to move the right hand around the lower back. And then we can go just for the next 2 breaths before preparing to reach. Reach the right hand around and ground, always ground. So that you can keep the shape supported, safe, slow, slow. Yeah, so coming out, you return to all fours. I'm going to give you a moment to do what you need to do. And to extend my legs behind me just for that extra time. And you limit shape to do the stretch. It feels real nice. If you're doing a down dog, make it very inflow. Inviting, not forced. Like yummy down dog, right? Yummy. On the next hand shape we'll be coming into, we'll be drawing our right foot to the front of the mat and inching the left knee back until you feel that sensation without thrusting the right knee forward, right? Blocks, even placing a blanket underneath your left knee if need be. We'll eventually be coming into a lizard shape or some form of that. So if you get there, you're going to bring both hands inside, and you can even walk the right foot out a little bit. And you can just take notice, take inventory before you make choices where to go. Take your body a moment or two before you can come down onto your forearms or block. Yeah. Bring both hands inside the knee. Big hand, you bring that hand inside. This hand is down. This hand here. And you can walk that foot out a little bit for steady. There you go. Yeah. Right, so maybe you're in the shape that you're going to hold. Step one. Okay. Let's do the shape. Down onto your palms, and remember, if you make a choice that starts to feel overwhelming, you have a couple options, right? I find when I come into a very physically overwhelming shape, I could either breathe through those waves of sensation or emotion until I get to the other side, or I could shift and adjust the shape. There's options. Because in this space, in this practice, there is no judgment, there is no expectation, there's no competition. And I can guarantee that's not going on between you. It's often what happens is it's going on within us, right? So that's the work, right? That's the work, is to discover who we are. Not only who we are, but who we are to each other. So that we can move forward. Take your gaze. You almost want to keep your head neutral, your neck neutral, right? So your gaze may be at the space just in front edge of the now, just in front of the face. And the drishti that holds the neck in a neutral position. Because when our head is crunched down, we often constrict the flow of breath, right? And in this practice, we need our breath becomes our anchor, right? Where are you feeling this pose? And are you avoiding the sensation? Or can you turn your attention toward it with curiosity? And invite it in. That's it. Just feel for a few more breaths. Make that sound easy. Who knows the definition? That's a little teacher's trick. Might as well empty out all my secrets. It's okay. I find when I give a cue that we are nearing the end of staying in the position, I find the class surrenders to the position a little bit more, because you know it's almost over, right? So give it 2 more breaths. How about I define that for you? But listen, don't exit that pose swiftly. Exit that pose as if the transition held a secret. If you move too fast, when you're ready, exit the pose. We'll draw our knees together. We're going to be on our knees. exit the pose. You're going to come high on your knees. You're going to come upright, tall. Just take the interlace of the hands behind you and drop the weight of the hands and the shoulders down. And when you do, you're going to find the buoyancy of the heart. And we're just going to take a few breaths, complementing a lot of this forward folding we're doing with some heart opening. Here I am. Shut up today. I'm ready to receive fully this in-breath. Slide into it. And we're making our way into the same shape on the opposite side. Drawing the left foot to the front of the mat. And when I do, I take a moment to inch my right knee back until I feel it. Then I move my hands inside. And I go from there. Right? Maybe that's it for me. Yes. That's it. A million different options in this pose. I guarantee there's an option for you. Like both inside, so bring them on this side. And just, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. You're going to do the same with extended arms. You're going to work your way down onto your forearms. You're going to come into a place where you can commit to being here and experience fully the physical, the emotional. We're just coming off a holiday, so when I practice Yin Yoga, gosh, a lot of stuff comes up, right? What we experience, physical, emotional, spiritual, sometimes it's hard to even name these crescendos of what we're feeling. But remember, you have this breath. This breath is your anchor. Breathe. And find yourself in place on the other side of that wave. Give yourself time. Offer yourself patience. Be curious. Resist the urge. Resist the urge to ask, attach, and to cling, and to control. Drop the ego. Whatever you do, don't restrict the breath cycle. Honor all four parts. Your heart, your body. So 3 more breaths. Let's just give it 3 complete breath cycles. Find your way to your exit. And slide the knees together. It's a long time to do that. It's a long time to do that. We're coming up right onto the knees so that we can open the heart, open the chest. The next pose we do, we're going to be a complete heart opener. You're probably just open the chest. Yeah, so I'll be offering a couple options for our next in shape. I know you all love saddle pose. But you don't have to do saddle, and she's already running for 4 months. Stand up. So I'll show our saddle pose, but you may look at it and say, oh, no way, right? It's just hard. So in our saddle shape, you can widen the knees out, toes together. Lie back onto a bolster, complete heart opening shape. You can do a half saddle, right? So that you extend one leg, the other leg bent, and come back. And I'll cue you to change legs halfway through that. Or if both those options, especially with knee issues, you don't want to put so much effort into your knees. You can lie on your belly and take a sphinx pose or a seal pose. Either way, we're opening the heart, right? So again, a million options that I just threw out to you. I'll come around and help in any way that I can. Right? So here you are going back into saddle. Or if you're coming into your belly, you really let them maybe on for your head. But now you look fantastic. Are you okay with that? It's a tough one. Pose where we open the heart. Tough. If you're on the ground, you're going to bang your elbows underneath your shoulders. So make sure they're not too wide because when they do, they thrust tension into your shoulders. And then you're going to move them forward like an inch or two. Slide your elbows like maybe an inch forward toward me. Good. Now lift your whole rib cage off the ground. And then open your chest forward to the front of the mat. Roll the shoulders back and down. Right? Again, you want to feel this. You want the back bend up. Yes. Good. Breathe. What's your experience? How's your heart? Where can you find grounding? Connection between our root and our heart. Chakras. Very important. Notice the peak of your in-breath, very abundant in this shape. Very ethereal. Move fully into the peak of your in-breath. Pay attention. You're going to change. You just pay attention to the position of your hands. Right? Hands turn grounding. Not hands turn down, but I'm seeking grounding, and that's okay. Hands turned upward. I'm seeking to receive. That's okay. There's no right or wrong. Hands clenched, close to the body. Are we seeking comfort or inwardness? That's okay. We're here to listen. We're here to learn. We're here to discover. Mm-hmm. Just you've taken half saddle, right? And you change legs. You have your right knee bent instead of right knee. If you're in Sphinx, those of you who are in Sphinx, Sphinx is on your belly. You're not on your belly, you're not in Sphinx. but you want to switch legs. And your instincts, you have the option of moving into seal, where you turn your hands out and straighten your arms. Okay. You're in saddle, I love you. No, I'm only kidding. Kind of. Been there. Go there. Go there. Yeah, they're awesome. I just gonna keep saying a few more breaths and see what happens. No, I'm on you. I'm holding you. I got this. I hold this space with real tenderness in my heart. Go back to your breath. It's hard to distract. Let's get at 3 more complete breath cycles. Really go into the breath cycle. And ask the body to follow the breath. It's complete acceptance and surrender. Here I am. If your hands are turned down, just for a moment, visit the turning upward of the hands and fully open your chest. Yeah. Here I am. Here I am. What do I hear? What do I feel? What do I know to be true? So if you're on your belly, your exit is going to be to surrender downward. In saddle, you support yourself in the slow exiting of the pose, coming upright, engaging the belly muscles to draw you upright. And again, I'm going to give you some time to rest. I would offer everyone to lie on their belly and to draw the arms alongside the body, turn the head to one side, and let the body go completely still. Because there's big movement, big energetic shifts taking place as we travel through the meridians, energy movement in the body. So in this stillness, in this rest in between the shapes, simply resist the urge to move, to pump, to get in the way of the flow of energy. Resting. Maybe you start to notice what is moving deep within you. Let's notice, be aware. Trust. Just rest here, total rest, total nothingness. It's so hard to move into a school of stillness and silence. So hard. When we do, it's an incredible teacher. Only the brave will enter there. Everything rests. Change the direction of your head, just to keep making it in, unless you're comfortable where you are. So the rest of the movements are to slide the hands underneath the shoulders, just alongside you, and gaze forward and ease out of the shape. You're going to come to a seat, so you can take any way you want. You can go to down dog and walk through. Maybe you just come from all fours and move your legs around. Eventually, you're going to land on your seat. But again, not a good 40 seconds to a minute to transition. So I'm going to just give you time. Just find your way. Without hurrying, right? The next shape we'll be taking is a straddle. You could turn to the line. Now, all your favorites today, right? Welcome back. Why do you like? You can turn to the long side of your mat or sit in front of the mat. You can use a bolster in between the legs. You don't have to. What you're going to do is take a moment to turn your toes up and press your heels out so that we kind of externally rotate through the thighs and this kind of turning out. Right? So there's some engagement here, and then I like to take the hands alongside me and sit as tall as possible. Right? I know it's not easy for us all. So we think about folding, think about going forward more so than down. So you'll hinge the hips as if you're pouring a bowl of water forward. Your hips are the bowl. And then your belly button starts to shift forward, and the rest of you follow. You only go about a third of the way to stop. And then you lengthen everything outward. Spine lengthens, the legs press out. Tilt the hips forward, and you go forward again, right? You just feel as you're going, right? You can do that 2, 3, 4 times until you feel like you've met your limit, your edge. Then you surrender at that edge. Be very honest with yourself. Be very honest. Some of us, it's a very small fold. Some of it's a more dramatic fold. Just depends on how we were put together. So no right, no wrong. We're all feeling. We're all feeling the same sensation. When you get there, how do you honor that? How do you react to what shows up? And maybe we label it as tension, tightness. Maybe we label it with kind of, let's talk about labels. Just get curious about the experience. Direct your breath as if it's meant to bathe the sensation. The in-breath offering freshness, nourishment. The out-breath a washing, a cleansing, a removing. I like this pose. We start to notice the breath, the lungs more present on the back of our body. The rib cage. So it's a real good opportunity to let the in-breath really expand the lungs like wings across your back. Maybe your inhale feels a little bit bigger, a little bit broader. And your out-breath draws you a little closer to the earth. So it's this wonderful juxtaposition, feeling airy and light, and also grounded and secure. In this practice, the root chakra and our heart chakra are in close communication. I want you to notice your hands. Are you clinging too tightly? Are you striving in this pose? We are in a practice of non-striving. We are in a practice of stillness and surrender. We are in a practice of trust and slowing down and discovering. Yes, follow your out breath. Yes. everything ground down into the shape as if you're liquid. Yes. And from your foundation, slowly rise as if you're stacking one vertebrae at a time, ever so slowly. The head, the neck, being the last vertebrae. You do, and some of you are instinctively lock your hands behind. You can rest your head back into the shelf of your shoulders. Take a breath into the open heart. And just relax. Ease ourselves back to our seat in front of the mat. We're going to do a round of pranayama, activating the lunar side, the left side. It's going to be more calming and then awakening as we prepare to move into that final rest. So crossing the legs, feel, keeping the palms upward at this point. I'm just going to take three breaths completely. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. One more, breathing in, hold, and breathing out. Establishing our right hand, holding the peace fingers down, turning the hand to face you. We're only breathing in through the left nostril. So you can block your right nostril with your thumb. Inhale through the left. Change the hand and exhale through the right. Inhale through the left. Only inhaling through the left nostril. Exhaling only through the right. Again, let you go on your own. Take 3 more complete rounds of this before you rest. And dual nostril breathing. When you come to a restful place, you use that as some moments of learning. Notice how everything feels. Back to your hands and rest on your knees and you can breathe out. And you can release. Notice that. Let the breath flow really big. Complete, natural. Just open the windows and screens of letting air flow through our eyes. Drop your earring. Be fully present in this really so spacious and calm. knees and arms to our back. We're finishing the practice on our back, so we have handy and the support you need. Our last shake on the offer is a bridge, a supported bridge. So you can either use your bolster or use a block underneath my bridge pose, because you can adjust the block from flat to medium to tall, depending on the back end you see. So when you come up to your back, take a moment to squeeze your knees into your chest. Before preparing, by placing your feet down, lifting the hips, and sliding the support underneath. Yeah. And even if you start with the block flat, and at some point you feel you want to explore a deeper back bend, you can flip that block up a notch. Yep. One block, two blocks. Short block, blue block. Dr. C's block. But whatever you do, so like a bridge pose, what you want to avoid is letting the feet go outward a line and like splay out. You want to lock the feet so that they're hip distance apart and the toes are pointing towards the front of the mat, not out to the sides of the mat. If your feet are touching your outer edges of your mat, lock them closer together. Yes, your hips are not that long. And point your toes to face the front. Your knees are almost feel like they're reaching forward toward you. Be in it. Have this breath. You want to try back. How do you feel about it? Your chest comes from the heart, fully present to its yearnings, longings, to its compass. We introduce our thinking mind to feel hearts and allow them to make friends. Allowing this space for just a few more moments. If you would like to lower your support, preparation for exiting pose, stay in that slightly lower space for a few moments. Back bend a long time, you want to release it very slowly, just respecting that. And on your own pace, release the back bend. And when you do release it, you set your hips down, you're gonna walk your feet out to the edges of the mat, let your knees rest on each other, coming into easy pose. So don't draw the knees into the chest just yet, right? And respectively exiting as much as the entering. Feet go wide, knees together. Yes. Easy pose. Let it go back. Release. Take Take a couple breaths in easy pose, and then it may feel very good to kind of chill like calmly, like a gentle wave. Yeah. And you can rest the knees to one side, and the head roll the opposite side. Just kind of taking our last few moments before approaching our final rest, where the real work begins. This is just our final ringing out. And change sides when you're ready. And then come into final rest. Shavasana, corpse pose. Supported. We're done. You're going to take the soldier out of the corpse pose. Let the legs roll outward away from each other. And lift the shoulders and kind of tuck them underneath so that the arms naturally move away from the body. Let the palms roll upward to the backs of the hands, resting on the surface. The heaviness of the head is being held in a lover's hands. Welcome silence. Welcome stillness. May my breath lead me into your beautiful depths, where I dissolve into a zillion little pieces, seeking nourishment from truth, becoming one with heaven and earth. I drop that which I cling to. And slide into nothing. You're safe on it. Slowly lead you to the surface. All your zillion little pieces coming back together very slowly. In a fresh, new, vibrant, flowy kind of way. So you reside again in the physical body, which beckons us to move maybe finger or toe or a little gentle rock of the head. Side to side. And you recognize the preciousness of these sweet, subtle movements. And so we feel ready to extend, stretch, and reach. Up onto either side, fetal position generally. Just be there in that fetal position for just a moment. Remembering the soul, remembering in that position. All your connections. And rise to Sukhasana Sita. Return right now. So, have your uplifted heart, your buoyant heart, receive prayer hands. And let softness come to your face as you take this beautiful breath in, receive it, and offer it. And drop it. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you. Take your time exiting. I'm in no hurry. Thank you very much. And for sharing this practice with me. Very much.
You have a glow on your face. There's my practice, can tell me.
Shine your light, sister.
There you go, what's the Shante? Shante means peace. So it's your Shante. Oh, okay. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful change.
She'll be very happy to see you, for sure. I just have to do this.
First, since Christmas.
digestive and sleep meridian today. Very appropriate for post-holiday. Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Acidity,
right? I find I did well, I was the hard has that eating, and I was working to serve everybody else. Then afterwards, we went everything, you know, that was all.
Be a blessing. Yeah, that's right, retreat.
Yeah, that's what I'm eating all the way.
Get rid of them. I can't just throw them in the garbage. I mean, that's all right. My son's saying, you know, the track goes down, the recovery bike comes back, the treadmill comes back.
Yeah, I will.
That kind of thing. It's all right.
That's all right. No problem.
It's actually the time to just reflect.
Yes.
You know,
It's
it's
busy, but there's a good time.
Oh, yeah, Sunday. Sunday's this,
Thank you.
hopefully they fell off.
Oh, wow. Thank you. We're glad to have you back. I know.
Last one was Korea.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Thank you. See you Monday. Come back Monday. Do a slightly different practice. Getting off, so this is again.
I like both.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Well, not that. What's your name? That was my grandmother's. Yeah. Welcome back.
Oh, I forgot to turn this off. Thank you.
Nice way to start. That's awesome.